Basically, my title in the foundation is a
Yeah.
project manager.
Mm-hmm.
I get things done, basically. So uh, the foundation is my brother's foundation.
Mm-hmm.
My sister is the CEO of the foundation.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, we sit down in America or UK or whatever, and we come out with projects. There's projects that we work together, and you filmed it.
Yeah.
Um, Basically, we built a basketball court in Juba, South Sudan. Um, it's strictly, literally, it's all funded by my brother,
Yeah.
and we built the basketball court, and it's like a proper high standard. You, it's not even in
I saw
Kenya.
it. I saw
Yeah.
it. Yeah, I saw it.
You went there
Yeah,
as
yeah,
well.
yeah.
And basically, the the coach that run the program is my older brother,
Yeah.
and we started probably about 4 years ago
Mm-hmm.
with about 100 kids or so,
Yeah.
and they train for free. Everything is free, and we teach them from basics all the way. So right now we have over 1,500 kids that we teach from the age of 6, all the way to like 20, 21 or 22.
Mm-hmm.
We pay some their school fees in South Sudan, and we there's kids that are more special than the other ones. Not even just skill wise, dedication, probably like the way they talk to people respectfully and all of that stuff. So we send over 40 kids to America for full scholarship. They don't have to pay nothing, and basically the aim is they go to get their study. Maybe they're gonna go to MBA.
Chances
But
are very high. I mean,
Chances
most,
are very high because
yeah.
we're the tallest people in the world.
Yeah, yeah.
So now they go basically get their education, and if they happen to go to MBA, obviously they go to that players route and stuff.
Mm.
But now the aim is they're gonna come back and help somebody else,
Yeah.
and that's how you fix the country.
Yeah. And keep like just the same cycle, like you're saying. If one person is coming back to help the other,
Yeah.
the next person is still on the way, and it's just the same, going full circle. Have you seen like what are some examples maybe of kids who've gone there and just like changed completely from like when you were seeing them probably in the camp starting off? Maybe they're shy, they're not in tune with their skills, or even maybe just their school, because there's a school and then there's basketball.
Yeah.
So it's the two of them. So and I'm guessing you're balancing the two.
The basically, it's like life cycle. If you know the basic of anything, you can enhance it. It depends how much you work on it.
Mm-hmm.
So we basically, there's some kids that we found in the village, or their parents brought them to capital, which is Juba, and we taught them basic, and they just outshined, from the hard work and stuff like that, discipline, and with the basketball, it teaches you discipline, being on time, everything. Like part of life, you could apply it from learning in basketball.
Yeah.
Then we took them to America. Now they're playing to one of them.
And can I just before you continue, just don't forget your chain of thought. Can we say the name of the foundation or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Luol Deng Foundation.
Yeah, because people just keep hearing like this foundation.
Yeah.
I'm like, which foundation are you guys talking
No,
about?
I said
so
in
we're
the beginning.
No, you didn't.
Oh, okay, maybe.
You didn't. Yeah. So
Okay.
that's why I was just waiting. Like, okay, are you gonna say it or should I ask it
All
first?
right.
So yeah, we're talking about the Luol Deng Foundation.
Yes.
Yeah. So like, just sorry to sidetrack you a bit.
So basically, we took them to America, and now they're like in the top 5 schools in states, and they're getting their full education. And the good thing about American system, if you're not good with the education, if you're not doing your homework, or if you're not doing your schoolwork, you're not allowed to play basketball.
So you have to be
You have to.
both have to go hand in hand.
You have to.
Yeah.
You have to work hard on your game,
Mhm.
and at the same time work hard on your education system, which is different than football. Like football, you don't really.
Yeah.
They don't have that.
We don't really have to balance that. If
Yeah.
they know your skill level is good, they
Yeah.
just like, you know what, let's give them a pass. Is it hard for the kids to transition when they're moving there? Because you see, like, everything is so different from, like, when they're moving from South Sudan to the States. Is it hard for them? Because now, I mean, even the weather, man, everything is completely different. The language, maybe.
Yeah. Basically, there's a lot of culture shock, because you're going from like a third world to
Mhm.
like the first world.
Mm.
The transition of when we got independence, most of the people spoke Arabic, and then after we got independence, the national language is English. So now, if you're 15, 16-year-old, you're just trying to know your basic ABCs or whatever,
Mm.
and now you have to go there and literally do assignments every other day. So the good thing is, with the schools, they will help you with the language and how to transition from knowing like literally basic English
Mhm.
to knowing like a proper, like homework or how to do assignments and stuff like that. So schools, they do help you a lot,
Mhm.
especially if you're struggling, and most of these kids that we send there, their English is probably their third or fourth language.
Mhm.
Some cases it's like fifth language,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, it's kind of like, just like you're saying, culture shock, and just like an adjustment they have to like just adapt to anyway. It's not like you have a choice, because if you're already there, you just have to play game now.
yeah.
And speaking of which, now, like, of course, the projects that I was also like involved in,
Yeah.
that you called me out there to shoot, like the mini documentaries and stuff.
Yeah.
That was, I think, expansion of the school.
Yeah.
Expansion of the school. And what else did we do? I think we did two.
Yeah, we did too. Basically, the first project that we went together
Yeah.
was about the basketball court,
Yeah.
and how the training is going, and to capture on a video.
Mm-hmm.
The second time we went, the basketball court was in Juba, the capital. The second time we went all the way to my village.
Yeah.
Basically, there was an old school that was founded by my grandfather a long time ago, but it was just under a tree.
Yeah.
And then I think my father and even like some uncles, they built a school back in the 80s. But since then, it wasn't maintained properly. So when we done the basketball court in Juba, my dad's like, look, you guys, this is well and good, but now you have to do something at home,
Yeah.
for the people. So-
There's some place where these kids can't access
Yeah.
the city. They can't come to the city. So what
Yeah.
about them?
Yeah. So what we did is basically the same school. We literally just demolished the whole top and built it back brick by brick. We added 4 more classes, office, storage, and the dinner where they can eat and stuff like that. And the school is like literally holding more than 1,500 kids, and these are the kids that live around the area, and some kids, they walk half an hour away to come to the school.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that. And it's hot.
And it's
hot.
hot,
Yeah.
yeah.
My kind of weather, though.
Yeah, nah, it's too hot. Bro.
And just when you're mentioning like kids coming there, I think are they paying school fees?
No, it's free.
Yeah, and that's, you see, like,
Yeah.
that's a really important thing as well. It's just not just building a school, and for people who still can't afford it, it wouldn't make any sense. So
Yeah.
then they'd be seeing the school and they'd be like, but we still don't have school fees.
Yeah, and the school is free, and they come and eat at the school
Yeah.
for free, because like it's tough in South Sudan because not everybody's making money, and obviously the current situation that was going on after independence, the actual civil war. Peace was signed a couple of days ago. Not signed, but they kind of shook hands and they're forming a new government.
Yeah.
But so kids will come and eat at the school. At least we do our part. They have one meal, and hopefully when they go home, they have another meal. And there's a third project that we shot. I was the co-director, by the way.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
The third project that we did, we shot. We had a container of food.
Yeah.
That we bought from US. We teamed up with one of the NGOs there, and we got a whole 40-foot container, and we took it to our village, and we called the neighboring people around the areas, and I think we gave more than 1,300 families food.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that I think it lasted them for probably about 2 or 3 weeks or something like that, you know. And that was just a test run to see if it makes sense or not. And we done another one, but I didn't go myself, but my older brother went. There was a flooding that happened about 6 months ago, or just over 6 months ago. So we literally just bought food from the market, and we took it there and just gave it to a lot of families.
Yeah. Because even something else that, I just realized, South Sudan being like my first time going there, I thought South Sudan is like completely dry. I thought it was a desert. But it's so green, and I just didn't even, my mind even couldn't register. It's such like a fertile country. But even in just how you've explained it, somebody would be curious to understand, like, okay, why would you have to bring like food all the way from the States, yet like even like just the neighboring countries like Kenya, Tanzania, Uganda, like still can be able to, I think, produce food, and it might be easier. I think somebody would be curious to why you had to
because there's an NGO in America called Matter, and basically the food that we got is basically, there's a lot of kids that they have marriage, I can't remember the name, like there's certain vitamins and stuff like that they don't get.
The nutrition. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So this food is designed balanced diet, so you kind of, it's full of like nutrients and stuff like that, and basically you boil it, and it's similar to like noodles, but it's not noodles, but it's got like vegetables
with
in there.
Nutrition, like that's what you need for your body to push you. And
exactly. So that's the first
makes
that
sense.
we they teamed up with us. So they literally just gave us the food, and we paid for the transportation from America all the way to like Juba, and then from Juba the roads are bad, so all the way to Will, which is
couple
really
of
bad.
hours. I
Really
remember
bad.
those drives were long.
Yeah.
The drives were long. Plus for the truck it has to take like almost forever.
Yeah.
But are there any other projects that you're in the process of introducing?